I thought of sharing with you a little bit of things, and maybe I'll do more than just this video. But anyway, I'm going to share with you what are things that I couldn't do without, and what are things that were a complete fail for me. So let's go first for the complete fails. And I know, I mean, you know, I need to test things, I need to try things. For the first one, the idea was that, you know, with so many hands issues, sometimes it's hard to sand, and it was the idea of trying to find something that will hold on to the cabochon, because on the cabochons and beads, when you have problems with arthritis in your hands or nerve damage or something, it's hard to grab and pinch and hold. That's the main thing for me. It's not just the grabbing and the pinching, but it's also being able to hold it, because I drop things all the time and it's horrible. But anyway, so I was trying to find something that would hold on a bead or on a cabochon when I'm trying to sand. And I see this thing on Amazon that looked like some kind of pen with some kind of sucker tip, and it looked so awesome. Like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make so many beads and so many cabochons, because now I'm gonna be able to sand them. Well, you know, sometimes on Amazon things look away in the photo, and then when you get them, they don't really look like that. So yeah, this is what I got. This is what I got, and this is the sucker thing. So this is to get all kinds of stuff when you're soldering, you know, to be able to grab on things. It came with several of these little sucker cups, and it doesn't require any kind of battery, it doesn't require any kind of, it's simply, when you press on this, it will create a vacuum and the thing. Now, it's great for small things. It's awesome for small things. But it cannot really hold heavier things. And when it comes to cabochons, no. So yeah, see the way it works, you just press on this button, and you press it on whatever you want to hold, release the button, and yay, it holds it. Only that the cabochon is a little bit heavier than this. So let's try this with the real cabochon. So if I would want to sand the cabochon, I would have to hold it somewhere from here, right? And I'm going to do this, and if I try to, yep, see, that's exactly what happens. So yeah, this was something that, no, it did not work the way it was intended. So if you ever think that, oh my god, this will make me be able to sand cabochons and beads and stuff, no, it won't. Now let me alternate now. One of the things that I couldn't do without, and this would be my clay roller, my purple clay roller. The thing is that you cannot, at least I wasn't able to find this online. Actually, I'm not even sure. Let me just check real quick, really quick on something. Why is my YouTube saying Fuji Rock? That is weird. Okay, let me check in my Amazon influencer store, because I seem to recall that I found something at one point. But anyway, this one I got it at Michael's. No, at Hobby Lobby, sorry. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it's not very expensive. It was like 7 or 8. Oh yes, I did. Huh? No, I did not find it. It was in the same. So yeah, no, this one you can only find at Hobby Lobby. It comes from Bottle Tree. No, not Bottle Tree. Something with a tree is the manufacturer. The thing is that because it's got this rounded tip. And yeah, it was like $7 or $8. It's exceptionally hardy. I dropped it. I cannot tell you how many times I dropped it. And compared to the awesome Sculpey roller, the big flat thing that I dropped a lot, because I told you I drop things, and look what happened to it. It breaks really bad. So yeah, compared to that, this one has been a little tank. But as I said, it's not just because of the sturdiness. It's made out of very good lucite, so clay doesn't stick to it. But the thing is that it's got these little rounded things. So whenever I'm trying to do bangles, or I'm trying to do a rounded edge, you know, I can just go with it like this, and if I hold it at the same angle all the time, I am getting really beautiful results. Not only that, but see, it's a little bit narrower than the regular clay rollers, so, and it's not as heavy, so it's really good on my hands. The other one that I found really good on my hands because of the weight was this hollow one, but that is actually just a tad lighter than this one, but again, I still prefer this one. Now, the second thing that was a complete failure was this artsy polishing wax. And I know that some people swear by it. I'm sorry, for me it didn't work. I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. It was on the clearance aisle, and yeah, it looks good. It looks okay. It goes prettily on the clay. Let me actually show you. It goes very nicely on clay when you try to, and it even smells pretty. The problem I had with it is that no matter how long I've allowed it to cure, it never cured. So whenever I try to buff it, it will come right off. And yeah, I guess I can varnish it afterwards, but what's the use of a wax that you need to varnish afterwards, you know? That's why, I mean, I can do the metallicizing and all that with, if it's about varnishing after that, I can do it with mica powders, or much cheaper, you know, or acrylic paints, much cheaper than having to pay for a metallic wax. Now, the second thing I couldn't do without are my little silicone rubber tipped sculpting tools. And I know that Valerie, Unruly Housewife, she made a really funny video, kind of like this one, with I don't know how many it was, 5, 7 things that were a fail for her. And she actually purchased these, but I guess she didn't realize that they come in sizes, so she got the humongous ones. Anyway, I have these are the two of the set that I use the most. One is the one that is absolutely conical, and the other one that is pretty much flat shaped, and they help a lot when it comes to the flat shaped, you know, when you get the edges of something and you need to smooth them out, or when you need to enhance or sculpt something or whatever. So yeah, this would be my second thing I couldn't do without. Now the third thing, I failed, and I learned my lesson. I mean, whenever you see on a push mold that it says for sugarcraft, fondant, and stuff like that, chances are 90% of the time that the material they are made out of is too soft for polymer clay. Now, don't get me wrong, most of them are very pretty. The problem is that in order to use them properly, clay is way harder than fondant and stuff like that. So whenever you try to actually get an imprint and when you press, the silicone they are made out of is going to go all flat and deformed and all that. So let me actually show you. So I have a piece of scrap clay, right? Let's try and get, because this was supposed to be something like dragonfly wings or something, I don't know, but let me try and press it in. Okay, this is just plain clay, scrap clay, and I've been playing with it, so it's fairly soft. Look what happens when you try to press it. See how the whole thing flattens out, and you get a very deformed shape because it flattens out. When you try to press it in, the thing will go way flatter than what you want. And then when you come to removing the excess clay, it's not that easy, just because the thing gives way under your blade, and you cannot really do that pretty, you know, pivoting thing that you've seen me doing. So yeah, they are not, I mean, look at this, look at this, they are not that awesome. See, the shapes are pretty, and all that, but they are very, very hard to use. Let me show you on this one. And you've seen me actually using one of these, not this one, but the pinky one. And see, you cut through it because it's so soft. It's not like the regular mold stuff. So let's get this one, which is a little bit tougher, but it's still not polymer clay mold type. That's what I was trying to say. So see, for one, it wouldn't stay in. It's, if you're trying to put it in, yeah, you need, let's get a piece of wax paper to try to get it in. It will have issues staying in. See, it comes off. So how are you going to actually remove the excess clay? It's not bad looking, but the things, these things are, they are awesome for resins. They are awesome for resins, but these things are especially essentially for stuff that you pour in. They are not push molds, they are pouring, casting molds if you want. So yeah, when you get stuff like this, be very circumspect whenever you see in the description of the item for sugar crafting, because I mean, yeah, you can use these with liquid clay, you can use these with resin, but do not think that you're going to be able to use them as push molds. So this was my third fail. Now the third thing I couldn't work without are my little, and I have like, I don't know, maybe 2 dozens of these. They are wax carvers, and they are absolutely fabulous for sculpting. And not only for sculpting, they are good for other things, you know, like for measuring things, because they have these little, so whenever I'm adding mica powders or something, they are excellent. It is true that I'm using not all of them, because they come in sets. You cannot buy them separately. They are not very expensive. You can find at least one set in my Amazon influencer store. They are like, I don't know, $8 for a set of 10 or 12. But the thing is that out of each of those, I prefer only some. So my most favorite are this one that I actually sharpened a little bit because of the ends, and then I have several sizes of these ones that are excellent for flattening things out, and you've seen me using it in the swan pendant tutorial. But yeah, these are some of the things that I couldn't do without, and or were complete failures. So happy claying, and I will be posting another tutorial real soon.